Hey guys, it's me, TmDc HypeR, here today on the second channel. And I am really excited for these next three videos because we have the Car Holy Trinity. And we're in Forza Horizon 3. Like, it's gonna be great. So, what we have is the Porsche 918 right here. The 2014 Porsche 918 Spyder, I'm pretty sure we've got. So, what we're doing is we're going to be doing a top speed run and a lap time run for all of the vehicles. This is because we want to see which of the Holy Trinity is the best at whatever. I have stats for it, for the cars, the pricing, and everything you need, and you'll be given all information in this video. If you're wondering, this Porsche 918, the Porsche 918 Spyder is special because you could only win it on a Forzathon event which happened yesterday. We cannot no longer win this car anymore unless they bring it back for another Forzathon reward. The only way you can get it, you can't buy it from the auto show, you can't win it. So the only way you can get it is buy it from the auction house, but these Porsche 918s are going for like so much money. They're going for like the cheapest like Porsche 918 I've seen at the auction house is 3 million credits. So yeah. Let me just say, the top speed of the Porsche that it says we can get is 236, and this Porsche is struggling. The highest I've seen where it got up to now is 227. We're going to see which one of our cars can get it to close to its top speed as well on this speed run. So that's 227, 228, 29. We get 230. 230! We broke it, 230! I think that's it though, innit? Yeah. So, we got a speed of 230 miles per hour. Our top speed was 236, it said. Anyway, we're here at the highway circuit track, where we'll be giving this Porsche 918 10 laps to do its fastest possible time to get as high as possible on the leaderboard. Since we've had the McLaren P1 and the LaFerrari in this game since it got released, I have taken them around the track. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just had a heart attack then I thought I lost the leaderboards for the power lap times, but I haven't, I've got them, it's okay. So, the fastest time I got for the McLaren put it into 5th place, and the fastest time I got for the LaFerrari put it into 6th place. 6th place. So, they were very close on the leaderboards. I'm not going to tell you the lap times yet because they might have changed. They're coming up in the next 2 videos we put on the channel. So, right now we're going to explain the credentials of the Porsche 918. So we know that it was built in 2014 and it is called the Porsche 918 Spyder, the one we have in Forza. If you wanted to buy this thing off the auto show, if they ever put it in, it's going to cost 807,500 credits. But if you've got to buy it, then it's going to cost you anywhere over 3 million off the auction house. The Porsche has 887 horsepower, it has 829 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 3,692 pounds. All this power and torque and weight is put through on 265 front tyres, 325 rear tyres. It's on race tyres as standard, it's all-wheel drive, and it's mid-engined. So if you put that on paper, all-wheel drive with 887 horsepower should go really, really, really fast. And that's why it's in the Holy Trinity of supercars, because it does go really fast. And it is a very, very nice car to drive. So, it is powered by a 4.6 litre V8 with an electrical motor on the front axle and an electrical motor on the rear axle. It's 0 to 60 in 2.2 seconds, 0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds, 60 to 0 in 104 feet, 100 to 0 in 259 feet. And like we said before, the top speed is shown at 236, but I can get it to 230. So this car has really good stats, and do you know what? It is a very, very nice car to drive, and it does sound really nice. That V8 is so nice sounding. Do you know what? I'm going to give you this rest of this lap, and we're going to listen to the V8 rumble and just concentrate on this lap, okay? So, I'm going to be quiet. If any of you have turned your headphones up, now's the time to turn them down, because I'm going to start talking again. So I hope you've done that and not just bust all your ears out. But anyway, this car is so nice. Like, it's really good looking. It's got a really nice interior. It drives really fast. It's got so much grip in the wheels. The only issue I have with it personally is if you're really pushing this car, it will get sliding pretty easily. But you don't see me in this, you don't see it much in this, the hot lapping session I do, because I've had practice with the Porsche. Well, I haven't. The only time I've driven it was on the snow for the last video I did with it. But what I mean is, I took the car around, like you've seen me do, this is the 5th lap we're doing now, so I've gotten pretty used to the, like, the limits of this car. The thing is, with this car, it doesn't accelerate as fast as you would expect it to. Like, with it being four-wheel drive and everything, you'd expect it to accelerate a bit faster, and I think that's one of the downfalls of the car, is the reason it might not, it might not be as fast as the other two, is that it just doesn't get accelerated in the same way, say, the McLaren P1 or the LaFerrari do. And it really should, with it being four-wheel drive, but you've also got to think about the extra weight behind the car because of the four-wheel drive system. It is heavier than the rest of them, and like, that's kind of sad because it is a really nice car to drive, and I had such a blast taking this car on the track. Another one of the car's downfalls, in my opinion, is the brakes. Like, you would think you could brake from so much further on in this car, because I only hit 200 miles an hour on that start straight there, and I had to brake from so far back. Then, like, it's because of the weight again. Like, the issue with this car is it weighs so much for a supercar, and I mean, yeah, obviously you've got the lights, the Bugatti very much weigh like something like 4,600 pounds, and the brakes on that are horrific for what the car is. But if they put it on a normal car, if you put the Bugatti's brakes on this, it would stop within an instant. But we've got the Porsche brakes, and that's the issue. Like, obviously, they're really good brakes for a car. If you put this on, I don't know, the other Porsche we've taken on the track, the 911 GT3 RS, it will have really good brakes. It's just that this car weighs so much more, and it's going so much faster. But I say the brakes are a downfall. Like, you can see in this, like, we're going from 200 to like 80. We're losing 120 miles an hour in 100 meters, and that if it was real life, your face would be ripped off. Like, yeah, the brakes are powerful, but I don't think it's going to help it around the track because they're not powerful enough. And yeah, they're just not powerful enough. And the acceleration, like, it just doesn't really cut it. against the likes of the other cars. Obviously, it's an amazing supercar, and it's a brilliant, brilliant car to drive. But if I had to rate the Porsche 918 out of the LaFerrari, the Porsche, and the McLaren P1, it would be my second favourite car. I'm not going to tell you which is first, I'm not going to tell you which is last. But just know this is my second favourite. Just because it is a phenomenal car. And I've never really had a thing for Porsches until the Porsche that got released in 2003, and I don't know, I just fell in love with them. And they are really nice cars, and I'll give you the reason to why the car I put in last place for me is last in that video, and I'll give you the reasons to the car that's in first beats the other cars for me. But yeah, we've got this lap and the last one to see if we can get faster than a 55.958. But the Porsche is really good, and it's brilliant. It just really is brilliant. So it's so grippy, unless you like. Obviously, if you drive any car like an absolute imbecile, it will start sliding. But this car has a lot of time before it starts sliding, and that makes it a phenomenal car. Coming around this corner, you just keep your foot down, and that isn't an easy corner by any means whatsoever. That is a difficult corner for some cars, but for this you can just keep it planted, and it's just so good. Down this corkscrew, it gets its power down, and just it's just really good. So we're gonna see, are we going to beat a 55.958 after this lap? Come on, did we beat the 55? No, we didn't. 55.958 for the Porsche, and that actually, wow, that puts it into 9th position on our leaderboards. What is beating the Porsche with a 55.958 is the Ultima GTR 720.